Hey friends, I'm super nervous for the video today. There's a longer version of this video on my French channel if you'd like to check it out. I'm an American who lives in France currently. I'm married to a French man who is also New Caledonian, which is a territory of France, and that's why he's really tan. So if you ever see him in pictures and you're like, he doesn't look French, it's because French people do not look French. There are many people, there's a lot of immigrants in France that have been coming for generations, so it's really quite a beautiful mix of people. And also, yes, he's from specifically, he was born on an island. He's half like European and half Kanak, which is the name that the people that are from there call themselves. Yes, okay, I hope that was clear. I have two beautiful babies that I gave birth to in France. If you'd like to see my birth stories, they're on the channel somewhere. I'll try to link to them down below. And we have decided that we are going to move and do the living abroad experience this time with my husband because he has not had that opportunity yet. I got to study abroad, obviously, as a student in France when I was younger. I loved it. It went over so well that I am now 29 years old and still living here. I'm married to a French person. Everything's going really well. My job is being a YouTuber in French. I used to have other jobs beforehand, but I'm not going to bore you with that in this video. I'm going on a tangent now. So let's get back to the main subject. We are moving. My husband is going to have this awesome chance to live abroad. I love my experience so much, so I'm just thrilled that he gets to do it. It's always something that he wanted to do when he was younger, but we met and got married really young, so it ended up just not ever being the right timing for us or for him. And now we just were like, what the heck? We decided it's now or never, so we might as well go now and have the experience. Maybe we'll be able to have this experience again later on. Like, I don't know, no one knows how you went. I don't know, I'm just talking in circles now. I'm like really excited that this video is gonna have like lots of jump cuts because I keep starting half a sentence and then being like, oh, because I need to calm down. I need to calm down. We're not moving to America because of like, oh my gosh, what has happened to that country since I left? No, thank you. That would be, nope. I don't think I've mentioned it here on my English channel, but I have a double nationality. I am American, but I'm also Canadian because my mom is Canadian. She was born there. By the way, if you have a parent who was born in Canada, you can definitely do the paperwork and get your Canadian citizenship certificate as well, which is really cool. And so we're moving to Canada. We're moving to Canada, which is cool because I already have the nationality. I'm already a Canadian citizen, so that part's gonna be pretty easy. And as a citizen, I'm able to ask that my family comes over along with me, which is super cool. We're in the process of doing all that paperwork right now. We started doing paperwork and we made this decision back in December. This has taken a very long time. We're still waiting for the final decision, which sounds like so serious. The final decision. Everything else in our paperwork has gone through. It's just the final decision we're waiting for. And we could get the final decision today, later on in the day, or we could get it in like June. So we don't know exactly when we're moving yet, but because everything else has gone through and everything else has gone swimmingly well, we're kind of announcing it to people because it's taking up a lot of our time, and a lot of the decisions I've been making recently have been based on the fact that we're not planning on staying here very long. So now you know, I do have at least 2 to 3 months left in France, so please, 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 if there's any videos that you would specifically like me to film before I leave France, let me know down below. Afterwards, there's going to be quite a bit of Canadian content on here. I'm going to be talking about living in Canada as an immigrant family, how we immigrated, all that fun stuff. But for the moment, we're gonna stick with the French theme. So if you have any videos you'd like to see, please let me know down in the comments below. Why are we going? Last December, my husband just turned to me because he was kind of frustrated with a few things in life that weren't quite working out the way we wanted to. And he was like, why don't we just move to Canada? And I opened my mouth to be like, no, that's not a good idea. And I was gonna tell him why. But as soon as I opened my mouth, I was like, that's a great idea. We need to go. Like, both of us felt like right away that it was a great decision and we really wanted to go. So I'm very excited about this. This is gonna be a great adventure. And we have loved France. We still love France, obviously. If we go to Canada and things don't work out and we have to come back to France, we would not be sad at all. France is a great country. We've had a great time living here and we would not at all be bothered by that. Either way, we're gonna end up in an awesome situation. So that's how we're feeling about this. I'm having a really hard time being like natural in this video because I feel like a little kid that's had like a little bit too much candy, like as I'm announcing this to you. Just want to be like, so excited. Okay. Deep breath. Okay, so I've told you, I didn't tell you where. I told you Canada, but we're actually moving to, normally, if everything goes well, we're going to be moving to London, Ontario. I have family that are there as well as in the area. A lot of my mom's cousins and extended family live there in that general area, so that's going to be really awesome. And we thought it would be a good landing point to have family not too far, just so we, you know, have people that we can connect with right away when we get there. That usually helps the transition go much more smoothly. I personally have been to Canada a lot as a child on vacation, so I've never lived there as an adult. It has also been well over 10 years since I've been to Canada. I imagine things have changed. So even though I'm like, oh, this will be great, it's kind of, I'm going back to North America, I'm kind of a bit nervous as well because I'm going to Canada. Like, I've never lived in Canada before. This is gonna be great, you guys. This is gonna be so great. I'm so excited. There are gonna be fun videos coming. We've been planning this since December, so I have been leaving like little hints all over my different social networks. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, you should do so because that's kind of where I announce everything first. I figure the people that are following me the closest are also usually following on Instagram as well. I've even like contacted Immigration Canada twice on Twitter with my like public Twitter account, so not even with some like anonymous account, no, with my Patricia B in France account. By the way, I'm gonna have to change the name of this channel and the name of my Instagram and Twitter handles. I'm taking too long to decide how I want to change that, but I figure since I'm going to be here for at least a few more months, I might as well do that. If you happen to see me like downtown in Montpellier or anything, definitely come say hi because I won't be here for long. Maybe I will. Maybe if it goes to June, like then we definitely still have time to run into each other, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm so excited. The reason we didn't tell anybody beforehand and that I haven't been making videos for you and like showing you all the steps along the way is mostly because my husband's not a YouTuber. He has a job outside of the home. He's like with a contract and everything, so he could not just be like a year in advance, be like, oh hey boss, I'm gonna be leaving you maybe someday. He had to wait till we were fairly sure this was going through before he announced it to his boss, which he did this month, and that's why I'm able to make you this video. This is so cool, you guys. This is so cool. If you aren't subscribed yet, you should do so because there's going to be quite a few videos of me prepping for moving abroad with 2 kids and a husband and how we've decided to do that. We've decided rather than taking all of our things, all of our worldly possessions on a boat like most people do, we are going to try and sell everything except for what can fit in our suitcases. So even when we get to Canada, you are going to be seeing some awesome thrifting, Canadian thrifting videos for how we're able to decorate a whole new home and everything. I think also telling you this is a big relief because there's a lot of things, like my house is pretty like boringly decorated. It's even messy right now. It's actually, there's stuff like all over my desk, but we haven't gone overboard with decorating or buying expensive things because we've known for at least a year or two that we would be moving. We didn't quite know we'd be moving abroad 2 years ago, but you know, we haven't been making our house look very, very homey. And I think that was a great idea because I have so much less stuff to sell now. It's been really interesting too because as I've been going through this year, there's been so many things that I normally would have bought, but now I'm like, nope, if I buy it now, that's going to be less money for Canada. And there's things too that normally I would have thrown out because they were quite used or maybe they had holes, like cleaning cloths and things like that, but I'm like, might as well keep it because I might be throwing this out in a month or two. To be fully transparent, we originally thought we might be moving in October. We thought maybe the paperwork would go through that quickly because a lot of the other people who sent in their paperwork at the same time as us have already gotten their final decision. And that would have been really convenient because in October, at the end of October, beginning of November, we're going on vacation to Canada, something that my husband has never done. He's never been to Canada, by the way. We're moving there and he's never been. I've been plenty of times, but I was a kid, so it's gonna be different than what I remember, of course. He's never been, so this October trip is big. It's gonna be very important for our family, for him getting situated, for getting an idea of how it is in Canada. If anyone's from Canada, my husband asked me a very good question the other day and I would like to have your response. He asked if he should be studying the Imperial's measurement system. I know they usually go with kilos and liters and things like that, but I have definitely seen on more than a few Canadian websites that certain things are measured in like pounds and whatnot. And I don't know if it's the citizenship or if it's the password paperwork, but they ask you to put your height, and you can either put it in centimeters or you can put like, I'm 5'4" or whatever you are, of course. So I'm curious to know if you live in Canada, if that's like what you think if he should study that and have a basic knowledge, or if it's just totally a waste of time. And if you're living in Canada, please let me know where you live. That is so like, that would be great to know. That would be cool. That would be like such a small world if I randomly had subscribers that were from London, Ontario, or even like Dorchester or Ingersoll or any of those little cities around there. That would be super awesome to know. So definitely send me a little comment down below or send me a message on Instagram or whatever you'd like. Instagram, I have to admit, I announced that I was moving on Instagram first before I announced it here, and I have never had that many messages, that many DMs on Instagram before. I'm still trying to catch up. Yes, I'm so excited, you guys. This is gonna be awesome for our little family. I have to admit though, when we saw that the beginning steps of our paperwork were going through super fast, we thought maybe we'd be able to use the tickets that we bought in October to go on vacation to like move over there, and that would save us over $1,000. We thought that would be pretty cool. We're like, maybe we're moving in October, but at the beginning of September, we still didn't have the answer. We're like, yeah, probably not. Probably we should just calm down a bit. So now we've got a few other dates in mind that we're like, oh, if we get the decision then we'll move this day. And if we get the decision then we'll move this day. I'll let you know, especially on Instagram. Once we get the final decision, it's on Instagram that I'm going to announce it first before I talk in a video, just because videos take longer to edit and things like that. Instagram, I can tell you like that. So definitely check out Instagram. What else do I want to say about this? Our parents are both thrilled. My parents are thrilled because I'm going to be closer to where they live. They live in Vegas, so it's not close, but it's closer than France, and the tickets are cheaper from Vegas to like Toronto or Vegas to London than they are from Vegas to France. Of course, it's a lot cheaper. And my mother-in-law's like, oh, I loved Canada when she came to visit a few years back, and so now she's excited that she's going to come and get to visit us in Canada a lot. She's very excited. We don't know what job my husband's going to do yet. He is like open to anything. He kind of just wants to start over and do something new, do something he hasn't done before. So that's going to be really fun and awesome. We're gonna have a few months in there where I'm going to be making quite a few extra YouTube videos because he's going to be job hunting in the very beginning, but it's okay. We have been putting aside money for the last 2 years, so normally all should go well. We have enough that we'll be fine for quite a while once we get there, which is cool. And I'm so excited. We've been looking at houses in London, Ontario since like December, like houses that are up for sale. We're like, oh yeah, we want this one, no, we don't want that one, da 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 da. Even though all these houses will hopefully for their owner's sake be off the market by the time we actually move there. We are just so excited and like getting into it and stuff. Make sure you're subscribed, click on the little bell button because you never know when I'm posting on here. I love you guys and I can't wait to see you in another video. Ciao. Okay, somebody just posted this on Twitter and I thought I'd share with you. It's Tanika, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She is a former blogger that I followed years and years ago, and we still kind of follow each other on Twitter. I think she's still following me. I didn't check. I presume, whatever, it doesn't matter. She tweets good stuff. She shared this notice that they got from the school. Let's see, she told me the name of the brand, but what, you know, the school pictures they take every year of your kids in elementary school, and you have the option when you are getting these photos taken of retouching the photos. For $12 extra, they will whiten your child's teeth, even skin tone, remove blemishes and scars. You also have a $7 option where it removes blemishes. What on earth? Children are perfect. Leave them alone and stop trying to tell children that they aren't good enough as they are. What the heck? When adults Photoshop themselves or whatever, or if it's like your wedding photos and you have a big zit that you don't want to remember on your wedding day and they cover over it, that's fine. But like kids photos that look a little bit ridiculous are kind of the fun part of kids photos. No child needs their teeth whitened on a photo. What? Why don't you want to remember your child as they are? Aren't they good enough as they are? That's just terrible. She did contact the company, she said. It's LifeTouch. She sent an email to LifeTouch, who is the photo agency that does school pictures here. That is terrible. No children need to be photoshopped in their school photos. That is just, wow. That is a terrible message to send to a child. Dear son or daughter, even as a small child in elementary school, you were never good enough for us, and we paid people extra money to hide your flaws. Like, what on earth? Children that young do not have flaws. Scars are just part of their cute little face. I'm just so mad. That's the kind of thing that I'm like, this is ridiculous. No. You can add that to like the 3,000 other reasons that we're not moving back to the US.